party people, welcome to another video. How do you like that headline? Can you fix clear coat failure with Scotch tape? Clear, transparent tape. So with that said, let's just clarify, no pun intended, what clear coat failure is. This, my friends, is what is called clear coat failure. Complete failure of your clear coat or paint system. No clear coat, complete clear coat failure. Blistering, peeling, cracking, it's gone. This is what your paint looks like below your clear coat. This is what your paint looks like with clear coat. I think the consensus would be this, that trying to fix, repair clear coat failure with Scotch tape is absurd, not really a good long-term viable solution. But in talking about this subject, there is some key points that I think you as a car owner need to know about clear coat. I think clear coat is pretty amazing. That brings me to what I consider a really cool demo that I would love to show you guys. Here I have my infamous acrylic disc. This is to represent the clear coat on your car. This acts just like the clear coat on your car in that it's hard, it's clear, it's very, very thick, unlike the clear coat on your car, but I want to show you one of the cool attributes of clear coat itself. So if you recall in videos past, I've told you specifically that clear coat serves three basic purposes. First, compliance. It allows paint manufacturers to comply with very tight and increasingly tighter environmental rules and regulations. Second, it provides an overall layer of protection to your color coat. Now, the most critical factor of that, in my opinion, would be its ability to filter out UV rays from the sun's light. Now, UV rays are harmful to pretty much everything unless you're a plant or vitamin D production with us humans. So you could actually think of clear coat as a form of sunblock for your car, just like sunblock for us people. SPF 20, SPF 50, SPF 75. Something you need to know specifically about the UV protection that your clear coat provides is two factors. One, the ingredients that they can formulate into clear coats, modern day clear coats, have the ability to either absorb or reflect based on which formulator or chemist you're actually talking to. Really matters not, it just works. But it's based on the ingredients that they put in the clear coat. Secondly, has to do with the thickness. Yes, sometimes size really matters. And when I'm saying size, what I'm really referring to is the thickness of your clear coat. So the thicker the clear coat on your car is, the better, because the more it will be able to filter out those UV rays from the sun's light. So you may then ask, well, Darren, how thick is my clear coat? Well, the industry accepted standard is that factory produced clear coat, which to create a distinction is different than repaint. Repaint, there is no rule. It's all over the board, meaning when you get your car repainted, the technician behind that spray gun, he can apply as thick of a clear coating layer as he wants. But from the factory, it's different. It's very controlled environment. So the rule is that it will be anywhere from 1.5 mils to 3.5 mils thick. Now you may ask, hey Darren, what is a mil? Well, a mil is a standard unit of measurement. A mil is 1/1000th of an inch. So you would take a number, divide it by 1,000, and you would get, for example, 0.001 would be 1 mil of thickness. For example, traditional transparent tape is a little over 1 mil thick. And point number 3, which is part of the demonstration I'm about to show you, which has to do with the third unique attribute of clear coat. and that is its amazing ability to create shine, depth, and gloss to your car paint. It truly is amazing. Now I stumbled across this little experiment while I was toying around my garage one day. I thought this would be really, really cool to demonstrate to you guys because it will really, I think, enhance your opinion of clear coat and truly how amazing the technology is. And here we have the clear coat disc, optimum clarity, optical clarity to be more precise. Here I have my sanding disc. It is 3000 grit sanding disc. I'm going to sit here and scuff the snot out of the surface. Now I'm not using water. This is a disc that was intended to be used by water. So it's going to wad up very quickly as I gouge and scratch the surface of this acrylic disc, which means I'm literally scratching the material away while simultaneously creating an opaque area. An opaque area means you're not going to be able to see through it very clearly like you could in the other areas. And now I have my other iteration of clear coat in the form of transparent tape. Or let's just say this, to bring this full circle, I'm going to do clear coat repair. I'm going to repair it with this transparent tape. Before I do that, just observe the opaque area here, the inability to see through it, the clarity here, and then behind it, my hand. So you can see how it is obscured here because of the sanding marks, and it's clear here. Now I'm going to take my clear transparent tape. Here in the US, we often refer to this as Scotch Tape, which is simply a brand of clear tape. I'm going to apply this in a very tight, uniform way, and bam! Is that cool or what? And you think, how is that possible? I know in my little brain, I'm going, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. But look at that. I can now see through that. So in fact, I repaired this area with some Scotch tape. I created shine, depth, gloss, and perhaps most importantly, clarity. Optical clarity. I didn't polish it or anything else. I just applied a layer of clear coat on it. So clear coat really is just a massive generalization and can mean many things. In this moment, it meant applying Scotch tape to this scuffed up area. You should also be able to see through that area and now observe with more clarity the stuff, the tools, the Milwaukee tools behind it. Awesome. Awesomeness. Cool demonstration. But Darren, what does that have to do with me as a car owner and the clear coat on my car? Well, I'm so glad you asked. So there's a few things I want to highlight in this moment about clear coat. One, clear coat is really, really good. I think this illustrates in a very compelling way just how cool clear coat is. Secondly, clear coat is very, very thin. And why that's so significant, it has to do with how you care and maintain your car. More critically, how you decide to polish your car. Now, if you accept that when your car's paint finish, the clear coat specifically looks less than, and you want it to look more than, as in you want it to be shinier, glossier, and have more depth to it, you will probably come to the conclusion that you need to bust out some kind of car polish, some kind of compound in order to do that. Well, that's where abrasive technology comes in, which I will show you in a moment. With abrasive technology, you will be scratching your way to success. You will literally be using abrasive particles that are suspended in some type of slurry, typically called a compound or polish. And you will use that to restore the depth and shine of your paint by scratching or abrading using the abrasive technology to scratch your way to success. If that truly is the case, then you need to accept that there is a big trade-off there. So let me connect dots for you. First you have dot number 1. You want something. You want your paint to look shinier, glossier, have more depth to it. Over here you have clear coat, which is very, very thin. If you accept in order to get shine, you have to use abrasive technology to do it, then you need to accept that you're going to reduce, in the process of creating shine, the thickness of your clear coat. And if you recall, the thickness is one of the big determinants that allows the clear coat to filter out the UV lighting. So if you diminish or thin out your clear coat chasing shine, that is the trade-off. So you have two benefits, shine, thickness, but you've got to trade off some thickness in order to create the shine using car polishes or compounds. So everything in life has trade-offs. You just need to be aware of what those trade-offs are, which is part of this video. I want you to be aware of that trade-off. It's not me trying to convince you not to polish your car. I just want you to be aware of the trade-off, because I don't think enough of these so-called experts on YouTube are really highlighting that key point enough, or at all if they ever do, which is, hey, yeah, chase, the pursuit of perfection by polishing your car paint, but just know that it comes at a trade-off. So you've got to find that winning balance, the winning balance of the pros and cons. So with that said, let me take this piece of tape off, which is more difficult than you would think. If you think that Scotch tape is just a trivial thing, well, it actually sticks better than you would think. So here I have my buffer. I've already used it for another video prior to this one. I've got my favorite DeWalt rotary polisher. I'm going to use this one, even though most of you as beginners will not use it. But I just want to cut to the chase, and I want to buff this out using abrasive technology of ceramics. I apply it to the middle, apply it to the surface, the clear coat in this case. I'm going to dial this to 1200 RPM. I infuse the polish into the pad, then I'm going to go up on the edge to remove the sanding marks. And it can be as quick as that. Now I have complete clarity, clear coat restoration. I'm good to go. Okay, party people, I hope you have learned, well, if nothing else, just a single thing. And if you have learned a single thing, by all means, give this video a thumbs up. And if you've learned more than a single thing, or if you'd like to make an additional comment or ask me a question, do that below. Okay, always check the links below. It'll take you to my website where I wax even longer and stronger on any given topic. With that said, I hope to see you on the very next video.